Hello, everybody. We are here again with another edition of Share Your Story. Like I always ask, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you like what you see here, you could be next. And we ask that you share it if you enjoy it. I am thrilled to the bone because I have this wonderful lady here in our market center, and her name is HeyKristiMay.
.com.
I love it. Love it, love it. We're going to have some fun here today in case you haven't noticed. Kristi May, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, let's get to it. I am going to start this interview like we always start every interview. And the question is, how did you get started in real estate?
Oh, goodness. So I'll try to make this short.
Okay. But we want to hear it.
That's right.
Okay.
So my husband and I actually both worked for a landscaping company.
Okay.
I ran the office and he was in sales, and they pretty much shut down. And so we both lost our jobs in the same day.
Wow.
He actually, I think that was on a Friday, and he got a job with a kind of like a parent company that Monday.
Okay.
And I stayed on actually about another month to help them get things back in order.
Okay.
And I was pregnant.
Wow.
And
lots going on there.
Yeah,
huh?
so no one's going to hire a 4-month pregnant lady. And about 3 weeks later, I went in for my 20-week ultrasound to find out that I was having twins. So when that happened, definitely not going to get a job at that point. So it was kind of decided that I would stay at home.
Okay.
And I had a friend in real estate, and I've always loved working with people. I've been in customer service since I was 15.
Okay.
And so I just thought, well, I love people. I'll get my real estate license.
Okay.
And so that's what I did. I had my twins in 2005. In 2006, I took the class, and in 2007, I got my license.
2007.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you had a lot going on
Yes.
back then. Lose your job, but you gained 2 kids. How about that out of that? All right, so I got to ask this. Okay, 07, you got started. What was your rookie year like in real estate?
Well, so the first 6 months I was with a smaller company and really didn't know or have any training or whatever. So I didn't really do any business until the first of 08. So my first year was actually pretty good.
Okay.
But my first transaction was like pie. Completely set me up for false
Really?
expectation because real estate is not like that most of the time.
That's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So your first transaction was easy breezy.
Yes.
When did you get that tough one? When did you get like, oh no, I thought this
Oh, I
was
think
tough.
it was the very next one.
Really?
Yeah.
So it did really set you up.
I mean, I enjoyed real estate. The first year was difficult, but I did a decent amount of transactions. I want to say it was like 10 my first year.
Okay, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, when you're learning and you don't know a lot, sometimes you make mistakes, and sometimes you have seasoned agents who let you have it.
Yes.
And I'm the type person that I get really upset when that happens. So I had a couple of those instances, that are like bawling, crying in tears. Why am I doing this? But I survived. Yeah. And I'm still here.
I was going to say, you stuck with it after that. Even though you had that experience, you stuck with it.
Yeah.
So, pretty good rookie year then. So my next question is this. When did you fall in love with it though? When in your real estate career did you say, you know what, I'm doing the right thing. I really like this or like helping people.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh gosh. Well, probably, I guess my second year, because I don't ever really remember not enjoying it, even though that first year was difficult.
Right.
But I would say 2011 was like my rock star year. So it's kind of like
Okay.
this is my groove. This is my thing.
You found
you
your
know,
place.
I love it, and yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'd say 2011.
2011. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I got to ask this. You're known as Hey Kristi May. How did you come up with that? Where did that come from? Was it just people saying, Hey Kristi May, and it just rhymes? Because I absolutely love it. And it's catchy. Where did it come from?
Well, so I have to say that I come from I have a crazy father, you know, where everything's all about the cheesier the better.
Okay.
So I was like, how can I make this fun? And I was like, you know, I just came up with it. Like, Hey Kristi May.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of rhymes and it's cheesy. And so, like, I immediately got the, what do you call it? The domain name.
Okay, domain name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, HeyKristiMay.com. And so it has obviously stuck.
It's
so
stuck.
every time I see people, they're like, Hey Kristi May.
I love it.
And it's so fun.
It is. It really is fun, and it's catchy.
Yeah.
So everybody can remember it. I mean, Hey Kristi May, who would forget that? So I absolutely love that. So talk to me about your family. All right. So we know the family was there at the beginning.
Yes.
Had the twins. How do you balance and manage all of this?
Ooh, I'm going to be honest and say I am still learning on that. It's been tough. It's been really tough, especially with, you know, my daughter was 2 when I had the twins.
Okay.
And now, thankfully, both my family and my husband's family are close, so they have been able to help out a ton when the kids were little. And I have a supportive husband. You know, it's kind of almost one day at a time, but
yes, it is.
You have to be intentional about. And there have been times that I have not done this really well, and there have been times that I have. You have to be intentional about setting aside family time, and I'll be honest, it took me a long time, and I'm still not always good at it. But my husband will tell you that my computer and my phone are my second and third husband.
I can believe that.
I'm glad you're interviewing me and not him.
He would have something different to say, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. So, I mean, I think with this business, with balance specifically, I don't think balance is an achievable thing. I think it's counterbalance always.
Right.
But I think it's just being intentional always. And to be honest, what I have learned more in the last couple of years is that if I do not take time for me and for my family, I cannot ever be 100% for my clients.
Yes.
And I've had to, I'm very much I care about people, and I'm a people pleaser, so I have to be intentional about making myself do that, because if I don't, I'll burn out.
You'll burn out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we all need rejuvenation and reviving and invigorating, because we pour into our clients so much that sometimes we wonder, nobody's pouring into me, so we have to take that time to do it for ourselves. I got to ask this because the kids were there in the beginning. Did you ever take the kids on showings? I know I'm guilty of that.
I did a few times.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Like I said, you know, we had people that were willing to help.
Okay.
So my gracious and amazing mother helped out so many times.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a few times, and you know, always it was, you know, I let people know, and people were always receptive to that.
That's awesome, because I've done that too. Kids in the car. Okay, here's your Nintendo. You know, the handheld. Okay, here's your Nintendo DS. Play that. Don't unlock the doors. If somebody, you know, you're giving instructions before you get out. Don't make any noise. Don't put the window down.
Absolutely.
And then my son would roll the window down.
Yes.
Mommy! And I'm like, really? I'm so sorry. You know, so
every time.
Every single time. So don't tell them not to do it, because that's exactly what they're going to do. All right. So keeping on this family, do you still have dates? You talked about being intentional.
Yes.
You know, as we're married longer and in business, do you still intentionally have dates with the husband?
Yes.
Really?
We don't do it as my goal was to have one a month. We have
Okay.
not been very consistent with
Okay,
that.
okay.
But yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
We have a really good relationship,
That's
and
good.
so yes, we still date.
Yeah.
And our kids know. Thankfully, they're teenagers now, so they can stay home by themselves,
Right,
and we can be
right.
like, "Bye, we're going to dinner."
I love it, because that's very important to keep the relationship going, even while you're doing business. And that's the
Yes.
philosophy here at Keller Williams: is God, family, business. And
yes.
I really appreciate that philosophy. We're going to keep with the family and the farm and the goats and all that. You gotta tell me about the goats.
So
and the other animals, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and the other animals.
Okay.
So 2015,
Okay.
we sold our house and
Okay.
bought a new one, and
Okay.
we moved. We had, wanted. Both my husband and I grew up in the country,
Okay.
so we wanted to get back out to the country.
Okay. Here, North Carolina.
Yes, we
Okay.
are from Alamance County.
Okay.
We love our community. We've
Uh-huh.
always been here,
Okay.
and so we wanted more land because
Okay.
we were in town.
Gotcha.
So we bought 12 acres, which we've
Nice.
expanded to 16,
Ooh.
but this year, thankfully, yay!
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
So we started with one goat.
Okay.
And I really don't even remember how we acquired that goat, but I know it was my husband's deal.
Okay.
And then somewhere along, we added some chickens. So I had a client that was
Okay.
selling their house, and
Really?
they had 2 chickens, and we're like, yes. So that
Okay.
once you get chickens, it's like an addiction. Like you just want more chickens. Like some people with tattoos.
Right. Well, my husband's one of those with the tattoos. Can't
Mine
have just
too.
one.
Mine too,
Really?
yes.
Okay. Okay. So we have something in common there, Kristi May.
Yes,
So
a tattooed
husbands. Yes. Exactly. Everywhere. Okay.
So for us, it's chickens, and anyway, so we added chickens,
Okay.
and then we added 3 more, and
Okay.
somewhere along the way,
Uh-huh.
my husband got kind of on this idea of being a goat farmer. So we acquired and had babies, and
Really?
ended up at one point with
Okay.
about 14 goats.
Really?
And about 20 chickens, and we also
Wow.
now have a cow.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, this is reminding me of the Robbie Cavender story with the cows and milking of the cows.
Now we haven't milked our cow yet,
Okay.
or our goats.
Okay.
That is in the plan, but
Okay, okay.
now this last year with COVID, we lost a bunch of our goats. I say it's goat COVID, but
okay.
who knows?
Right, okay.
So now we only have about 4
Really?
goats,
Okay.
but we still
Okay.
have plenty of chickens and a
Okay.
cow,
Okay.
and we love it. Our kids love it. We
Yeah.
each have a day where we're
Okay.
responsible for taking care of the
Really?
animals.
Oh, I love
And
this.
so-
I love this. So we're going to have a day here at the Market Center where we go visit these farms of our agents. I'm
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
I am so serious. I told Robbie.
Yes.
Now I'm telling you, you
Yes.
got to prepare to get some visitors.
Yes.
Okay.
We've done that before.
Really?
Like even during COVID, Cindy brought her team out
Really?
because we had a bunch of baby goats at the time.
Okay.
And we had several friends that knew that we had.
Yeah.
We even did goat yoga.
Really? I've seen this show where they did llama yoga, and so they're doing yoga with the llamas all around,
Yes.
or alpacas or whatever
Yes.
they were. So you did goat yoga.
Yes, same concept.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
So is that is it really relaxing? And they were saying it's really peaceful and relaxing, and
I think it depends on the person because sometimes they might just bite at you,
Right.
chew your clothes,
Right.
go to the bathroom right on your mat,
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Just being real. I'm real, by the way,
Yeah,
in case
yes.
you hadn't figured
I
that
love
out.
that. I love transparency. Love it. Yes, makes for great interviews. How about
Yes,
that?
yes, hopefully so.
yes, yes, that's awesome. So yeah, we got to do the whole bring the team or the
Yes.
Market Center to the farm. We absolutely got to do it.
Okay.
You heard it.
You
It's
tell
on
me
record.
Yeah.
We're going to hold her to
The
it.
market center is
That's
coming
right.
to the farm.
I love it. Yes, we're going to do it. Okay, so we've talked about some fun things. Well, I got to ask this. With the chickens, you get the eggs and all of that.
Yes.
So what's the intention with the goats? We're doing goat cheese and goat milk and...
Well, we really don't have time for that. My husband
Okay.
started his own business in January, which he's been
congrats to
doing
him.
landscaping for years,
Okay.
but he's now doing it on his own.
Awesome.
So we have less time to put into that.
Okay.
So long term.
Gotcha. Down the road.
Yeah.
Down the road. Okay. Well,
Now, I don't know
very
that
good.
we would do it ourselves.
Okay.
Because that might require me to be a homesteader, which, I like the farm part, but
Okay.
unlike Robbie, like they're doing
Yeah.
it full
Right,
on. Robbie's
right.
full on. More power
Exactly.
to you, Robbie. But
Plus, he has more kids, is my assumption.
yes.
he has
And
more
mine
help.
will soon be flying the coop. So
Right,
without
right.
them,
Right. I understand that. Okay. So, gotta ask this last question. You've been in the business for a while. You're a veteran at this now. Think about that new agent who's out there. They're either a provisional broker or just coming right into real estate. What would you say to them based on your experience and your mess ups and hiccups and learning along the way? I want you to look right in that camera and say something to that new agent that will encourage them and inspire them on this new real estate journey.
I would say this. When real estate agents are asked this, we all have like an answer. There's not like one thing you can do, but I would say, first of all, you have to give yourself grace because you will mess up, but
Love
it's
it.
okay.
Love it.
Because you will survive and you will do great. I would say have people around you that are supportive and that love you. And absolutely, there are so many things being learning based, but mindset. Make the time to get up 30 minutes earlier every morning and get your mindset, and
That's big.
that includes scripts and things like that. But
That's big.
mindset is everything because it will determine your success or lack thereof. And,
I love that.
and in the spirit of realness, I have battled fear a lot, even as a veteran. So don't let that stop you. I mean, everybody has something that they struggle
Right,
with. So
sure.
don't let that stop you. Just mindset.
Mindset. I love that. Because it's important regardless of the career or what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I love that. Word some wisdom from a vet. Not for animals, but she possibly could be with the farm. But words of wisdom from a veteran who's been doing this. Thank you so much, Kristi May, for
thank
being
you
here
for the
today.
honor.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. All right, you know what we tell you to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for joining us here on another edition of Share Your Story. We'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.